I decided that Allie needed these, and I was sick of waiting for her to come here and eat these cookies.
So we ship them.
All right, we're going to just hope that these are just as good in 2 days. It's worth a try.
Yeah. And I have to say, receiving a box of cookies on my doorstep was like the coolest gift ever.
Okay,
let's do this.
Let's do it. So I am not a plain sugar cookie person, but you are. You love them. And this week she's done a breakfast theme. And so all her sugar cookies are so stinking cute. They look like toast. This one is supposed to look like a donut when it's not cut in half.
Right. Oh, cute.
So yeah, so that was the theme for this one.
Okay.
And I will say, it smells good.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it smells like your classic sugar cookie.
Yes. Okay.
Even though it is a touch drier, obviously we're 2 days out.
Right.
It still tastes good. Like the flavor is the exact same as it was 2 days ago. Because I took a little bite of each of them to see, like, okay, I want to know 2 days from now if they're going to be the same because I love this place so much.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor's identical, but they're just a little bit dry because it's been sitting there. It wasn't like dry like that.
Okay, so my last post about sugar cookies and how you can't rate them because mine are the best.
Uh-huh.
This tastes like mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's got
totally tastes exactly like yours.
Yeah, it's got the almond and vanilla, like the
Mm-hmm.
frosting. Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. And when they're fresh, when you get them on the day of, the texture, like I'm not super into sugar cookies, but like the texture is like that, like
Mm-hmm.
it makes you want to like, I need another bite.
Yeah.
So good. Okay. This one. Party Animal is the name of this one. This is basically a sugar cookie with sprinkles, a different kind of sugar cookie, but you know what I mean. With sprinkles. Now, I will tell you, the very first time I took Wes here and he was like getting this one, I'm like, really? Of all the flavors, you're going to get this one? And I was like, I'm boring. And of course, they're enormous. So I cut them up like this for them. I don't give them a whole one. And I took a bite and I was like, what? This is the most plain cookie and it's amazing.
Oh,
and it was my first thing that like ignited my spark of like, Jenny cookie, what is happening?
oh, it smells buttery.
So buttery.
Yeah.
And on day one, Jenny's got it dialed in. The outside is crunchy, but the inside is like super soft. And so like that crunchy soft.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
You're still really good.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna eat the whole thing. I love these cookies. They're so good.
Holy cow. The flavor.
Isn't that wild?
No, it's kind of like a chocolate chip cookie.
Yes. It tastes like a white chocolate chip cookie, but there aren't white chocolate chips in it.
No, yeah.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Whoa. Oh, that's good.
Our mom is here. Cookie. I cut it up in like pieces so you can have some too. Let's take a little triangle. One of these ones is like the chewy factor. It's like off the chain. I think that's my favorite thing I was talking about. I'm like, what is it about these cookies that I like can't get enough of? Butter. It's like amazing. There's like, is there like a package of butter in this one cookie?
Yeah.
Because it's what's making it amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is Marshmallow Cornflake, which I thought was like, that's kind of weird. Like, is the cornflake going to be gross or crunchy or soft or what? So I didn't really understand that, but yeah, smells like butter.
I know, but it smells a little different than the last one. Oh. Weird.
It's weird. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
The flavor.
Uh-huh. The flavor's so good. It was a little bit more chewy from being in the baggie. Like they're chewy on day one, but there was more of like the little bits of crunchy and chewy when it was fresh, and it's a little more chewy than crunchy.
The
No.
weird crunchy pieces in it. What is this?
Cornflakes. Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was the first time I've had this one. I haven't seen it there before. So
I don't know if I care for the crunchy part.
I didn't either.
That
I
was
think
weird.
the flavor is delicious, but it's weird to have like crunchy bits in the
Yeah.
cookie.
It tastes kind of like an oatmeal cookie.
Totally tastes like an oatmeal cookie.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So flavor,
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
And then this one's my favorite cookie. Actually, it's tied. She has a salted chocolate chip that she didn't have there this week, unfortunately, which is probably my favorite. But this is my second favorite. And it's milk chocolate chip toffee.
Ah.
Prepare
Okay.
yourself. This cookie does it for me.
All right.
Especially when it's fresh, like you get there right when she opens, the crunch on that edge with the soft middle. What is that? I don't like, it's the first thing I do. I get in the car, put their kids in their car seat, like you stuff the cookie in their mouth, and I'm like, yeah. I have to have it right now.
Love it. All right.
It's definitely not the same as first day. Mom said, "Can you see my shadow sneaking a cookie?"
Yes.
Mom said it's her favorite. It's definitely not as sinful 2 days out. The little toffee bits aren't as chewy as they were when they were like fresh out of the oven. But it's still really, really darn good.
It is. And it tastes, again, the taste like
The butter.
chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah. Yeah. It reminds me, which I love, like almond roca. And that's what it reminds me of. It's like an almond roca cookie. It's so good. I'm so happy that they're this good 2 days out. I can't believe that. It's crazy.
Oh, I just got some toffee.
Like a little bit, like a tiny bit salty. Just a touch.
It's really good.
And she had one cookie there this week. Didn't end up sending it to you. Didn't like it, which was weird because I haven't really had anything that I haven't liked from there. So I was thinking, I was like, oh, is this a molasses cookie? And she was like, no, it's a espresso cocoa or something like that. And I was like, that sounds like something I would love. Two of my favorite things, coffee and chocolate. So Mom and I both got one. And Mom actually tried it first and she was like, what the? And she goes, yeah, she was like, I'm not going to tell you until you eat yours. And I was like, well, I don't want to send it to Allie if it's not good. I was like, I really like these cookies. And so I tried it and I was like, what? Doesn't taste like chocolate espresso at all. It tastes like a molasses cookie. So I was like, wait, I'm confused. There's got to be molasses in it. And if there's not, whatever coffee she put in there, it's straight trickery.
Trickery.
Because I'm like, okay, what now? So then I even tried like another bite when I got home and I was like, no, it's definitely molasses. Like it's not super strong, but it's noticeable. I was like, this is weird. Like maybe she got confused because I said, is that a cocoa or a molasses? So I'm like, did I confuse her? And so we looked on the website. No, it's supposed to be like espresso cocoa. I'm like, So then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to freeze it. I like molasses cookies. Mom does not. So I took mom's and put them in the freezer. And then I made a coffee and I was like, maybe the coffee will help. So I made a coffee, had some more with it fresh. Nope, still tastes like molasses. So put it in the freezer and I was like, whatever. When I have a hankering for a cookie, if I just tell myself it's a molasses chew, I'm going to like it. And then later that night, I was like, I kind of want a piece. And so I took it out from the freezer and then oddly enough, the molasses flavor was gone and it tasted like espresso chocolate.
What?
Isn't that weird? I was like, wait, why would that happen? Why did freezing it make it change? Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
But I'm glad I didn't send it to you because I was
I'm not. I want to try it now. Remember, it was like, ew, this is gross. Try this.
Well, it'll be in my freezer. So when you get here in March, you can try it.
Weird.
Yeah, it was weird. And so I was like, well, gosh darn it. Like, this is one of my favorite places. I don't want you to send you stuff that's like weird. And she doesn't normally have this cookie. So I was like, well, I have one rogue cookie this week. I was like, no, I'm not sending it. So if you think it's a molasses cookie, it's a good molasses cookie. Is that the donut sugar cookie?
No, the crispy cube.
Oh, that's right. The one I ate.
Lorie couldn't wait.
I am just so used to going there and then like rationing out my portions. This morning, saw it. It was cut up, ready to go. Put it in my bag, went to work, worked a 10-hour shift. And at the end of the day, I was like, oh, I ate it. I wasn't supposed to eat that. So she calls them crispy cubes, not Rice Krispie treats. But this is a browned butter crispy cube.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
Like
at first you're like, oh, it's a Rice Krispie treat. And then as you like finish chewing it and the aftertaste, it's like, what the brown butter comes through and it's so good. It's like the best Rice Krispie. No, it's not Rice Krispie. What's it called? Krispy Kreme. It's the best Krispy Kreme I've ever had that I haven't made myself.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
They're always good when they're fresh and like you make them yourself. But
that's what this tastes like, though.
Yeah.
It tastes homemade. Yeah. Just the perfect amount of marshmallow.
Totally. I agree. Yeah, it's so good. I'm like, I would have never thought of doing brown butter. Like, way to take it just a step up.
I know, right? Good job, Jenny.
Make something super simple, delicious. Like just a step up.
Wow.
And then her favorite for anyone who's local, she usually, which probably because the time of year, she for like the last few months has had a spiced crispy cube. What?
Whoa.
It's unbelievable. I was really sad it wasn't there. She puts little bits of like her like toffee, but they're chewy. So it's like little bits of, it's like caramel, but they're tiny. So like you just get like the littlest like
hint.
Oh, it's unbelievable. The first time I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but I'm interested, so I'll try it. And I got home and cut it up and I was like, what? I cut it into pieces of 4 pieces so that I would share it with everyone. Sure didn't. As I'm in the kitchen with Will, I was like, okay, there's this like new spiced one, super interested. And he's just sitting on the couch and he's like, yeah, okay, bring it over to me. And I took a bite and I was like, oh, what?
I'm not sharing.
And then I just like mowed it down and he was like, is it good? And I was like, it's too good. I can't even bring a earpiece. You're going to have to go and get your own. And so then I ate his too. And he was like, really? I was like, I'll get you another one. I'm going to just be in this moment and eat this whole thing myself.
No, me. I love those moments.
Yeah. So I have to find out if it was maybe just seasonal because it, like that time of year. Or if she always has them, but dang. Amazing.
Okay.
So your thoughts?
I know. It's a good thing she's not here because I don't think I could restrain myself to once a month. I mean, they were all amazing. I mean, there wasn't one that I was like, ew, no ews.
It's pretty darn good. Who knew? Little old Lake Stevens.
Whoa. Off the chart. Well done, Jenny. I'm
Fine.
giving it 4 yums.
Yeah, I would agree.
Easily.
Yes, agreed.
Uh-huh.
I crave it. So to me, that's like, it's obviously 4.
Mhm.
4 out of 4 for sure.
Mhm.
I get a hankering for it. I'm like, I have to.
Mhm.
I have to go over there.
I can see why now.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. They're out of control.
Yeah. And the salted one that she has, like the salted chocolate one with a glass of wine.
Ooh.
It's like the best thing ever.
Oh, I'm
cute.
so
And it's
glad you shipped them.
yes. And I can't wait to take you there because it's darling. Like her store in Lake Stevens is so cute. She has like a cute little old milk truck out front. She sells stuff like her clothes. I have one of her sweatshirts, and the quality of the sweatshirt is unbelievable. It's like the nicest sweatshirt I've ever owned. It's such good quality. So like everything about her store is just too cute.
Yeah. Awesome. Amazing.
Yeah.